explain the award is there's somebody in every community that has kept baseball alive, has been the Little League person, has built this, has fundraised for that, and we as an association wanted to acknowledge them. It's named after a very special person in Larry Linville. If he's unfortunately no longer with us, he's was an incredible baseball man, somebody I thought a lot of, and so it's really it's touching for me to have two good friends of mine, his sons Sean and Chris Linville, to come give this award to our recipient.
Thank you, Brad. I'm honored to be here with my brothers as well to give an award in front of people my dad thought a lot of. He loved the game of baseball, dedicated himself to it, and it just means a lot. And a pretty humble man, but I think it would mean a lot to him to have an award named after him that was given in this company. Mr. Gruber got an award today. I'll tell a brief story about my dad. My dad also did some coaching, and he had Mr. Tate as well. He had a different relationship with some of the officials. One year, I was in high school. He coached the American Legion team I played for, and he might have been the base umpire here, but Bill Silva's from Saskatchewan was a home plate umpire, and we're in the district tournament at Sherman Anderson, and a tight game against a team from Seattle. And my dad had been helping Bill umpire behind the plate most of the game. My dad had a great angle from that third base box, behind balls and strikes, and he could really see what they were. So at the end of a very tight game, Mr. Silva's had enough help. And he had slowly wandered down towards the third base box that my dad was occupying, and fairly politely, I thought, and I happened to be standing on third base at the time this was going on, politely asked my dad to stop it, and if he were to open his mouth again, he would be removed from the end of that game. And for those of you who don't know my dad, he's a very witty man, excellent timing, and I'll never forget, without saying a word, all he did to Mr. Silvas was that, and I told my dad about the rest of the game. He also, aside from giving you guys the help he gave, he really liked to help people have a better experience in baseball. And I will definitely have to be using a cheat sheet here because looking at this year's recipients' list of accomplishments is very impressive. Coached Babe Ruth in Bambino baseball for 17 years. Served as president of Longview area Babe Ruth and American Legion for 2 years each. Announced nearly all sports at R.A. Long High School and served as the Booster Club president for 2 years. Formed the R.A. Long Bullpen Club, a nonprofit organization working to develop a quality baseball facility. The Bullpen Club has built a batting cage. They built a concession stand and a scorer's booth. They acquired a scoreboard from Pepsi and put in new dugouts. They've installed a sprinkler system at the ballpark and purchased a riding lawnmower and a four-wheeler for the park, all done without any money from the school district. He runs an auction every year and started a program that's got businesses to put up outfield signs as a fundraiser at the high school. And his new pet project is to install 200 seats at the facility that came from Dodger Stadium. If that's not enough, Eldon's coached youth soccer and girls basketball, and he walks the halls of R.A. Long High School 2 mornings a week. This year's recipient of the Larry Linville Service Award Eldon Alexander. The only thing that would have made that list more impressive, Eldon, if you'd done it at Ferndale High School. I'm kind of like Sandy. This is not my comfort zone. First, I'd like to thank the association for this honor and this award. When Brad called me, at first I thought it was a joke. I don't answer the phone much. And I did answer it. He said, we want to honor you up at a banquet. And I go, for what? And so we proceeded, and it's just been an honor to receive this award. But this award could not have been done without the support and the donations of many volunteers in the community of Longview. And also for the tremendous working relationship that I had with Jason Castro and his coaching staff who are all here today. And also my wife, everybody's thanked their wife, but my wife has had to put up a lot of time where I'm over at the field on the weekends or at night working. And so I want to thank her and my family. And I got a big surprise Thursday night when I was supposed to go to a Husky game. I stopped at the airport to pick up supposedly a friend. But my son and my grandson flew in from Minnesota to be with me for this event. So it was awesome. I'll tell you a little story. He was at a Minnesota Twins game, and he had his, I think his Ichiro jersey on, and he turned to this little kid and he said, I'm rooting for the Twins today, but I'm an M's fan. So we'll never lose that. It's been a pleasure to be a part of building something that will be used and enjoyed by the kids in our community for years to come. Again, thank you for the award.
Good thumbs up to Pop.
All right, we've reached the part of the program where we're going to
He did?
introduce
Nice.
our two
I told him to.
inductees for the 2010 Hall of Fame. Our first is from West Valley High School of Yakima. He's actually from West Seattle, where he played his high school ball. He played under his dad, Jordan, when he was growing up. And like his